and talking with me today, and congratulations on hitting 1,000 points last week.
Thank you.
So, as I said, you hit 1,000 points last week. You've kind of joined some elite company in that. How does that make you feel? Like, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot, actually. Missing my sophomore year and missing actually 11 games this year. Injuries have been, a big thing in my basketball career. So, honestly, didn't think I was going to be able to, just because I missed the whole year and stuff like that. But I did it, and it's a very surreal feeling.
Well, I can say probably most of League Dallas is really proud of you. We've loved watching you play basketball. So you touched a little bit on your injury earlier this season. You tore your PCL, correct?
I strained it.
You strained your PCL. So you missed multiple games, and
Yes.
a lot of players had to get moved into that point guard position that you play.
Yeah.
You are very experienced in that position, so what do you think that experience brings to that team?
I feel like the point guard position is the hardest position on the floor, just because there's a lot of aspects of that position that you have to, be able to do. And I had a lot of faith, Bailey and Georgia being able to step up and do their job and be able to, step in and do big things like that. But I just feel like, I am small, so that also helps. But, just as long as I played it, I just feel like it's better that way.
Well, you talked about Bailey and Georgia. So
Yes.
you, Bailey, Georgia, and Allie have played together for what seems like forever.
Yes.
What kind of dynamic do you think that brings to your team?
It's more than just being teammates. It's a family, and playing with them that long, just being around each other that much. I feel like it brings chemistry onto the floor and helps us execute and play hard together.
Well, Coach Davis mentioned that one of the reasons that this team is so successful is because y'all have played together a lot.
Yes.
But I want to know why you think this team has been so successful, really the past 4 years.
Right. Okay. Like I said, it's more of like a family dynamic. It's like we actually enjoy going out there and playing together, on and off the court. We're together all the time. It's not like we don't have any, drama, nothing like that. It's just kind of like sisters just playing basketball game, doing what we love together. So I think that's what makes us the best.
Well, you have had some amazing basketball games in high school. You have played some great opponents, some great games. What do you think is the most memorable game for you in high school?
That's a good question. Played a lot of games. Played a lot of games. I would think probably this year my comeback game would alone. Just being, coming from sophomore year, having a knee injury, and having another one this year, and just being so discouraged when I did hurt myself this year. I was very, very upset, and I felt like I had everybody around me, just that much support and love and just reassurance that I was going to be able to go out there and do what I do. And, having to play in a brace, that also got in my head a little bit. So being able to come back and just be able to play with them again, that was kind of very surreal, and it was just a great feeling.
That little home game was really good. You could definitely tell that it was back to the same dynamics that y'all always are. So the last 3 seasons, y'all have had a motto every year. Driven, Mach 2, ACDC. Which one has been your favorite?
I like ACDC. I feel like for what we need to accomplish this year, that has, a big say in what we want to do and what we need to do to get there. So I feel like this is probably my favorite.
Well, you talk about what y'all want to accomplish this year.
Yeah.
There's been 2 words that kind of have gone around the school every year, but this year have seen more evident. State champs. That's kind of what the whole school has been talking about. So, y'all season is almost over, or your regular season, your district games. You are about to start postseason. What are your predictions for that postseason?
Of course, everybody wants to see us in that state championship. Of course, I want to see us in the state championship, but we got to take it one game at a time. Obviously, we got to focus on things we need to focus on. We got 4 more games left till we get there. So, but can't help but think, that might be where we're headed. Right?
Well, you'll have beat Love at Cooper,
Right.
played in some West Texas tournaments with some big opponents. So.
Yes.
Well, I know everyone wants to hear about basketball and everything, but I want to ask you a little bit about you. So, do you have any pregame rituals or superstitions that you follow?
I always take my jewelry off in a certain order. Actually, that's how that works. And when I'm wearing an undershirt, I put it on before we go into halftime to shoot at halftime. So I also do that. But other than that, I don't really have anything.
No superstitions, really?
In stretching lines, we have to be in a certain order. We have to do things a certain way in the locker room before we play, but that's kind of like a team thing. So, you know.
Well, I mean, I think everyone probably wants to know this. If you could play basketball with any person one-on-one, who would be?
Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving. Why Kyrie Irving? He's my favorite player. He's more of like a wisdom thing. You know, he plays my position, I play his position. It's more of like a wisdom thing. Kind of want to see like different aspects of how we play our games. So.
Well, Mackenzie, thank you again for talking to me. And I mean, I think I speak for everyone. I hope we see y'all in the state championship this year. And good luck in the rest of your games.
Thank you for having me.